Let's get this going. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to WFSO Let's Talk. Um, for those who's listening on the podcast, you're probably going to get it like early on. For you guys that's watching right now, it's probably like sometime in the morning on the 28th of March, 2024. So y'all probably getting it like later than everybody else is getting. Like we're live on Twitch and of course reporting on the podcast, which I'm probably just going to save it for the morning as well. Um, Overtime. This is crazy. 128 to 124. Still close game. Like I'm not upset, but I know some people just saying arguing like the same thing that some people been saying, and that Yannick got to learn how to pass the ball. It's like there's no way you should get like okay, look like he was, but it was just I don't know. He could have had more than 11 assists. That's what we saying. And like clutch moments, he gotta be smart, play smarter, not harder, which he is doing. Like no one will play hard, but you also gotta play smarter. So that's the issue on that part. And where in the world did the screen go? That was weird. What are looking like? Where'd the screen go? Why is it going out? Well, y'all probably gonna see the screen regardless. So I don't know. This is kind of silly. It did this last time. Not the last time I recorded, but like a while back. Like it's still recording, but as soon as I move, it'll just take this like back onto the screen. It's supposed to be like screen sharing. So I do not understand that. But anyways, um, yeah, this was really like a bad moment for them, to lose in double overtime. Just to let them, get away with just that shot. Unbelievable. But they did try to make a little bit of a comeback, but it just seems like, they was like the Bucks were tired. It looked like they were just really, really tired. There's some games and Patrick Beverly didn't play, so that was bad too. And once again, they started with the freaking 9-man rotation. They can't just do 10. And like, let AJ Green play like backup point or something like that. Although he didn't score much, but he didn't score at all, but still. Like he was doing a little bit of everything else. So, but yeah. I don't know. Do pretty good in the game is just that fourth quarter and plus that overtime where they just let them hit that one shot, and that was just it. It was just crazy. But yeah, let's get to the quarter status. Um Sorry about that, guys. Let's see if it's still okay, still recording, just making sure. Okay. Of course Milwaukee did have the big lead, 32-16. Um Second quarter, of course, they both tied 26 apiece. And with that 16 points that the Lakers have scored, that's the lowest they score in the quarter on this game. So tied 26 apiece in the second quarter. Lakers had them in the third quarter, although it was a close one. 32-30. And I don't know. Maybe it's under here. What's that in here? Okay. Oh yeah, I was on the quarter stat. So third, of course, we talked about the third quarter already. Now it was just that's what kind of killed us. The fourth quarter, 27 points, Lakers, 13 points, the Bucks, the lowest scoring that the Bucks have. Of course, the Bucks' highest scoring was 32 in the first quarter, and same thing with the Lakers were 32 in the third quarter. And you see overtime combined in both overtimes, 27 to 23. I don't know. It's like like I can blame, the refs on this too, and some of the calls that the refs was getting. It's no. And only thing I'm gonna disagree with everybody about is like that they put Giannis, like, give him some rest in the early fourth quarter, which I'm not gonna complain about that because he did needed some rest. I thought they probably were, rest Dame a little bit too, besides putting him in the fourth quarter. So that one I didn't get. But whatever happens, happens. So some of the moves that were made and some of the things that Giannis didn't did, Dame played terrible, Middleton, of course, played terrible. And it was Brooke was a little bit awful too, is not doing much. Wow. But anyways, let's get to team status. We're gonna start with the Lakers. You got 42 out of 108 in field goal, 38.9, might have said 39% from the field, and they still managed to win, which is shocking. 14 of 44, 31.8%, might have said that's 32% from three. That's still shocking. And this is the thing right here. 30 or 32 from the free throw with 93.8%. 15 offensive rebounds with a total of 69 boards. That's crazy. It was they got out rebound. I believe they probably did got out rebound, but we'll look at that in a second. 30 assists, 4 steals, and 8 blocks. And I bet most of them blocks was made by Anthony Davis. And look, they had like horrible turnovers with 17. That's not good. Like the Bucks probably didn't do no better, but we'll look at it. 49 of 119 from the field with 41.2%. They didn't do good at threes either. Like it was just really bad. 15 of 51 of 29.4% from three. Free throw was not that good, and we know most of them was missed by Giannis. 11 to 17 is 64.7% from the free throw line. 15 offensive boards with total of 61 rebounds, 37 assists, 9 steals, 5 blocks, and this is horrible with 14 turnovers with, let's see, what Giannis with the most turnovers with 7. Middleton only had 1 turnover and Lillard had 2. So yeah, some of Giannis' decision making is that's what they were saying on here, starting to look horrible. He got to do better decision making. He really does. But before we go more on the Bucks, let's go to Los Angeles Lakers player status. Um, yeah, this is crazy. Like their bench really didn't even do that much, and they still won. Just crazy. Anthony Davis with 34 points. He had a game high. 4 blocks, which I knew majority of the blocks that they had was by him. 2 steals, 2 assists, 23 rebounds. So he has a double double, a 30 and 20 game with 7 offensive rebounds. Perfect 7 to 7 from the free throw, 3 of 8 from three, and 12 for 31 from the field. Yu Harumacho had 16 points, 1 assist, 14 rebounds, so double double for him. Uh, 14 boards with 4 offensive rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw, 0 of 2 from three, and 7 of 14 from the field. Spencer Dinwiddie, only 7 points, 1 block, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 4 of 4 from the free throw, 1 of 5 for three, and 1 of 8 from the field. Yeah, that's the thing because they had like 2 point guards like in the lineup, and they was all like oversized. Look at the minutes they was playing, including overtime. So just look at that. That's still insane. D'Angelo Russell, who killed us on the last but Laker game, did all this scoring in the second half. 29 points, 1 block, 2 steals, 12 assists, so double double. He was a near triple double too, with 7 rebounds, with 1 offensive rebounds. Perfect 10 of 10 from the free throw, 5 of 12 from three, and 7 of 22 from the field. Um, Austin Reeves, same score, 29, 2 blocks, 10 assists, 14 rebounds. So he had a triple double with 2 offensive rebounds, 5 of 6 from the free throw, 4 of 11 from three, and 10 of 20 from the field. The only person that did like decent on the bench was Tyrone Prince. He only had 9 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw, 1 of 5 from three, and 3 of 10 from the field. Incredible. Okay, now we're gonna look at this side. Like same thing with us here. Like Middleton did horrible. Lopez could have did more. Just horrible. Giannis Antetokounmpo had the team high with 29 points. As I said, 7 turnovers, which is really costly, which is bad. 3 blocks, 2 assists. 2 steals. I'm sorry. 11 assists, 21 rebounds. So triple double for him with 8 offensive rebounds. 1 of 6 from the free throw. So yeah, he got to do a little bit better on the free throw. We really got to work with that over the summer. Really. 0-1 from three and 14 of 25 from the field. It's like he getting his, but he's just not making like the best decisions. Because he would have had less turnovers and also would have had more assists. It's crazy. Chris Middleton, terrible game. 12 points, 1 steal, 7 assists, 6 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds. 2 of 2 from the free throw, 2 of 7 from three, and 4 of 15 from the field. That's horrible. Brook Lopez with 9 points, 1 steal, And I think that's one assist, 6 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. He got to do more rebounding. Only 1 of 4 from three and 4 of 7 from the field. He got to do more than that, especially in the paint. Like you're the tallest center, like playing in there, and you get beat by Anthony Davis. That's crazy. Damian Lillard, although he had a bad shooting night, but he still, try to keep us in the game in overtime, but just wasn't enough. 27 points. He fouled out at a bad timing too. They fouled out, but 1 steal, 8 assists, so near double double. 5 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. 6 of 7 from the free throw. 3 of 14 from three. Yeah, that's terrible. 9 of 29 from the field. Malik Beasley, he was getting it going in the second half, but still, not enough. 21 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, 5 of 14 from three, and 8 of 18 from the field. Yeah, not good. Bobby Portis, only person that was like doing something in the game, had 18 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 13 rebounds, double double for him. 3 offensive rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw, 2 of 3 from three, and 7 of 15 from the field. So yeah, this horrible game. Final score 128 to 124 in double overtime. And let's get the recap of this game. As y'all can see, Lakers did win the season series 2-0. We may not even see them in the playoffs anyway because they still in the play-in. So there's possibility, they can lose in the play-in. So we probably won't be able to see them until next season. Let's see. Us lost to them by one a couple of weeks ago, 123, 122. Then, of course, in double overtime, they lost by 4, 128 to 124. Okay, and the next game will be later on today, and they will go against New Orleans Pelicans. Well, there's a good thing that that something else didn't happen either with Milwaukee and between Milwaukee and Cleveland because they still trying to fight for the second seed, and although they lost, but something happened with Cleveland to this past might as well say a while ago. So let's get to full standings and let's talk about sponsors. Art from the Heart. If you're interested in some anime drawing or like cartoon drawing, you can go to them to get like a custom drawing or something like that. I'm offline again. I'm sorry, it's the like I said, I apologize guys once again. If it happens again, I'm not gonna like log back in for you guys on Twitch because I don't know why it's suddenly, going on and off. That's crazy. But like I said, sponsors, like I said, Art from the Heart. If you want some drawings, you can go to them. Just look for Art from the Heart on Facebook. What's wrong? Moving dudes. If you're in Wisconsin or in Florida, they can help you with their move. Like if you're trying to move within those states, they can help you with that. Just give them a call, 414-807-4299. Tell them Artrell sent you. Okay, now let's get to yeah, of course. I'm about to say, yeah, not only Boston did clinch the division, but they clinched the #1 seed. You okay? Sorry, my dog here. Boston, they lost. I think they lost today's game. Well, you must say yesterday's game. But either way, they clinched the number one seed in the playoffs. So regardless of what happens between now and then, they still be the number one seed in the playoffs. Okay, of course, Milwaukee, they're in second. They won their last game. No, they lost their last game. I'm sorry. They're in second. Cleveland is this is a switch that happened. New York won their last three. They're in third. The Knicks are they're 2 games behind the Bucks. Um, Cleveland, of course, they lost their last game. They're now in fourth. So this will be interesting. Orlando in fifth, they lost their last two. And the Pacers in sixth, they lost their last game. Miami Heat, they're in seventh. Of course, they lost their last game. In Philadelphia, lost their last two, including the game they had today, and I forgot who they lost to. Chicago's is in ninth. They won their last game. Atlanta is in 10th. They won their last three. And now for the bottom, we got Brooklyn. That's the only team left that probably can make themselves in the play-in if they could. So they won their last two, so they got some games left. But who knows? Maybe Atlanta will fold for the last couple of games that they got left. Who knows? But Toronto is finally eliminated from playoff contention. As we know, Charlotte, Washington, and Detroit were eliminated from playoff contention. Now let's go to the West. Everything in the West is still not set in stone yet. We still got Denver, that's right now the number one seed. They lost their last game. Minnesota Timberwolves, they won their last three. And Oklahoma City lost their last game. They're tied with Minnesota, but they're got the third seed. Los Angeles Clippers won their last game. They're in fourth. New Orleans Pelicans lost their last game. They're in fifth. And of course, we play them later on today. Dallas Mavericks in sixth. They won their last five, including the game they won yesterday against the Kings. So yeah, stuff changed a lot here too. So Phoenix won their last game. They're in seventh. And Sacramento Kings, of course, they're in eighth. They lost their last game. Got Lakers winning their last five. So yeah, they kind of very first, and they can push themselves up if they could. And the Golden State Warriors, they won their last two. Then you got Houston, who won 10 straight. So it's kind of close between Houston and Golden State. But Utah is now eliminated from playoff contention. And so is Memphis, Portland, and San Antonio. So yeah, the word is couple of days in the NBA. So that's crazy. Like I said, thank you guys for listening and watching. For you guys that's watching on the Twitch, just please follow us on here. And like I said, we come up with new shows and stuff like that. So we're gonna do that real soon. Guys on podcast, you can find us wherever podcast you listen to. Just look for Wrestling Fans Speak Out. Either you can look for us on Stitcher, Apple, or Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. And if you guys on YouTube like this video, please give it a like. It will help the channel. Subscribe to the channel to try and get to 500 by June. And please check out our past videos right here on YouTube. And same thing for you guys on the podcast. Listen to our past podcasts. So that's it for me. Until the next video, we'll probably talk about the Pelicans and Bucks game later on tonight. And until then, you guys have a good one. Peace out.